been almost a month since my last update, so apologies for that. It's been a busy time. However, I've been loving my speed workouts to complement my training. My training is still going ahead, so don't worry about that. And also, more recently, I've just been enjoying my challenges, namely the 4x4x48 video out soon. So on this weekend's run, I thought I'd give you a quick update on how my training's been going and what my plans are between now and the big one in September. But before that, I just wanted to go through last week's runs actually, because that I think was my highest mileage week so far. So last week was my highest mileage week, and that was sort of intentionally, but also I kind of needed it. I needed to have those few extra miles in my legs before I go on holiday in 2 weeks. So Monday last week was just an easy 6 miles, very gentle, no problems. Then on Tuesday I did a pyramid interval workout, one of my speeds workouts that I like to try and do at least once a week. And this involved gradually increasing the duration of my intervals from 2 minutes up to 10 minutes. It was a tough workout, but really enjoyed it, and certainly one I'll be returning to in the future. I did make a video on it, so if you haven't seen it, go and watch that, and if you fancy it, give it a go. It's a good one. I then rested for the rest of the week because on Friday at 10 PM I started my next challenge, which was the David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge. And it was great. Now I'm going to cover that in a lot more detail in its own video, so you'll have to wait for that, but it'll be out soon. This challenge, however, did coincide with one of the warmest weekends we've had here in the UK, but as you know, I like to challenge myself, and the heat just added to it. It was well worth it. So yeah, that was last week's runs. In total I ran 67 miles, just over 6,000 feet of elevation, and it took me just over 11 hours. But I'll put up on the screen my weekly mileage from May to July, so you can see what that looks like. Now I'm not following a specific training plan as such, so I don't have a set number of miles that I want to achieve each week. However, I am sticking to the 80-20 running method. So what's still to come before September's big day? Well, firstly, I'm off on a family holiday to Spain for 2 weeks. And don't worry, running shoes have been packed and the routes have already been pre-planned. We're lucky enough to be staying near the mountains but also the sea, so I plan on getting in some nice elevation runs and then cooling off in the sea. There's some amazing scenery out there, so I will be filming my runs, but I imagine realistically I'm not going to be able to put any videos out until towards the end of August or beginning of September, so please bear with me. Then once back from holiday, the final weekend in August, I've got another race. It's the Green Man Ultra, which is a 45-mile loop around the community forest path in Bristol. So looking forward to that one. If you're doing it, let me know, it'd be great to see you. And then actually, probably poor planning on my side, but the weekend after that, I've got another race, a more local one, the Badminton 50k. And I'll be using these races as sort of a benchmark to see how my training's gone so far, how the 80-20 method's working for me, and see if I can do any last minute tweaks before the big day in September. So yes, end of September, the Berkeley Marathon's the one that I'll be focusing on. And at some point in between now and then, all the entrants from where I live in Berkeley, Sharpness, Dursley, we're going to try and get out and do a day's recce of what we believe could be the loop. Obviously we don't find out until the night before, but some of you may have seen that Paul has recently released a little teaser video again, and I recognised quite a few areas in that video, but of course there could be some red herrings in there. Okay, so that was just a quick update of last week's runs and what's coming up for me in the next couple of months. But enough of that. Today I'm on a longish run after a nice, easy, restful week after my weekend challenge. So let's get on with it and let's get going. This way.